The first one is, I've been working there for years or months. So you can obviously use this one to talk about how long you've been working in a certain place or at a certain position. So for example, I've been working there for almost 3 years. Note the grammar. I've been working. So we've got I have been, and then we've got a verb ing. That's really, really important. And also listen to the pronunciation. I've been. I've been. I've been working there for almost 3 years. If you want to sound like a native speaker, don't say been, say been. I've been. Now here's another example. I've been working there for 6 months. Again, I've been. I've been working there for 6 months, and during that time, I've already learned a lot about ... This is just an example of how you can always extend your answers. So you don't just have to stop after you say 3 years or 6 months. No, you can always continue. So you could say and, or you could say which. Let's have a look at phrase 2 now. This second phrase is a typical day at work includes. Typical is a great word to use instead of normal. So you could say something like, a typical day at work includes attending team meetings, managing client projects, and responding to emails. Now have a look at the grammar. After we have said includes, we have used verb ings, attending, managing, responding. It's just like when we talked about our responsibilities. We need to use verb ings. Here's another example. A typical day at work includes designing campaigns and collaborating with the marketing team. And just like with the previous phrase, you could say and, or you could say which, or another word at the end of the sentence to give more information. Phrase 3. Eventually, I'd like to ... The word eventually is used to talk about some time in the future. So it could be 1 month into the future. It could be 1 year into the future. So this is a great phrase to use to talk about what you might want to do sometime in the future. So for example, eventually I'd like to move into a leadership role where I can manage a team. Eventually, I'd like to gain enough experience to transition into a position with better remuneration. So transition is a great word which means change, and remuneration is a higher level word to mean salary. So it's talking about how much money you get paid per month.